Today, we will look at 10 Abraham Lincoln quotes to inspire you at work. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. This quote by Abraham Lincoln emphasizes the importance of self-determination and willpower in achieving success. It means that no matter what obstacles you may face or what other people may say or do, your own determination and desire to succeed is the most crucial factor in determining your success. In other words, the strength of your own resolve to achieve your goals is more significant than any external factor. This quote serves as a reminder to always keep your focus and drive towards success and to believe in yourself and your abilities. Please take a moment to show your support by subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment. Your engagement is what helps me grow on YouTube and reach a wider audience. I read every comment, so don't be shy. Thank you for watching. If I were to try to read, much less answer, all the attacks made on me, this shop might as well be closed for any other business. This quote by Abraham Lincoln highlights the importance of focusing on one's work and goals rather than getting bogged down by criticism or negative attention. Lincoln was referring to the many criticisms and attacks he received during his presidency, but the message applies more broadly to anyone facing criticism or negativity in their work. The quote suggests that if you allow yourself to get distracted or discouraged by every negative comment or attack, you won't be able to effectively do your job or achieve your goals. Instead, it's better to stay focused on your work and let the criticism pass by, as it ultimately has no bearing on your ability to succeed. You can fool all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. This quote by Abraham Lincoln highlights the idea that honesty and integrity are key to building trust and earning respect from others. The quote suggests that it may be possible to deceive or mislead some people for a short period of time, but eventually the truth will come to light. If you want to establish a reputation as a trustworthy and respected individual, it's important to be honest and truthful in all your dealings with others rather than trying to deceive them or hide the truth. This quote serves as a reminder that honesty is the best policy in both personal and professional relationships, and that eventually the truth will always come out. It is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. This quote by Abraham Lincoln stresses the importance of living a meaningful and fulfilling life rather than simply focusing on the passage of time. The quote suggests that the number of years one lives is less important than the quality of life they lead. This quote encourages us to make the most of our time on earth and to focus on experiences and relationships that bring us joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. It reminds us that a long life is not as valuable as a life well lived, and that we should strive to make every moment count. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. This quote by Abraham Lincoln speaks to the importance of perseverance and not giving up in the face of failure. The quote suggests that failure is a normal part of the journey towards success, and that what truly matters is not whether you have failed, but whether you have learned from that failure and are willing to keep trying. The quote reminds us that being content with failure is a dangerous mindset, as it can prevent us from achieving our goals and reaching our full potential. Instead, we should embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, and use it as motivation to keep striving towards success. Character is like a tree and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. This quote by Abraham Lincoln highlights the idea that a person's true character is more important than their public reputation. or image. The metaphor of the tree represents a person's character, which is solid and rooted in reality. The shadow represents their reputation or image, which is merely an projection or reflection of their true character. The quote suggests that it's important to focus on building a strong and virtuous character rather than just trying to create a favorable public image. A good reputation is important, but it's secondary to the quality of a person's character. This quote serves as a reminder that what we do in private is more important than what people think of us in public, and that we should always strive to live a life of integrity and honesty. The best way to predict your future is to create it. This quote by Abraham Lincoln emphasizes the idea that happiness is a state of mind and that individuals have the power to choose their own level of happiness. The quote suggests that one's level of happiness is not determined by external factors such as wealth, status, or circumstances, but rather by one's own outlook and attitude. This quote encourages us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives and to make a deliberate choice to be happy rather than letting external factors dictate our level of happiness. It reminds us that we have the power to choose our own happiness and that a positive outlook can lead to a more fulfilling and enjoyable life. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. This quote by Abraham Lincoln stresses the importance of taking control of one's life and creating one's own future rather than simply waiting for things to happen. The quote suggests that, rather than passively waiting for good things to come to us, we should actively work towards creating the future we want. This quote encourages us to take charge of our lives, set goals, and take action towards realizing those goals. It reminds us that we are not at the mercy of fate or circumstance, but that we have the power to shape our own future. By creating our own future, we can increase our chances of achieving the outcomes and experiences we desire. The things I want to know are in books. My best friend is the man who will get me a book I ain't read. This quote by Abraham Lincoln expresses his strong opposition to the institution of slavery and highlights the idea that people's beliefs and actions should align with their values and principles. The quote suggests that if someone argues in favor of slavery, they should be willing to experience it themselves. This quote serves as a powerful reminder that our beliefs and actions should be in line with our values and principles. If we believe in something, we should be willing to stand up for it and put ourselves in the shoes of those affected by it. This quote encourages us to be honest with ourselves and to make sure that what we believe and what we do are in alignment. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. This quote by Abraham Lincoln is one of his most famous and is often referred to as his first inaugural address. The quote speaks to the idea that fear is often the greatest obstacle to success and growth, and that it can hold us back from achieving our full potential. The quote suggests that fear is a natural human emotion, but that it should not be allowed to control or dictate our actions. This quote encourages us to face our fears head-on, to embrace challenges and uncertainty, and to not let fear hold us back. It reminds us that by overcoming our fears, we can gain confidence and strength and become better equipped to handle whatever challenges come our way.